Say hey. Say hey, honey. What you doing? You feeling good this morning? Little girl. You had you some breakfast? You took a poo-poo? You used the restroom? Yeah. Yep. Had to stop. It's about 6 o'clock, Monday, July the 14th. We are in Richmond, Indiana at the Loves here. And for some unforeseen reason, all the pumps are down. All of them. There's not one pump at this whole truck stop that has fuel in it. But good thing about it is that we didn't need fuel. we didn't need fuel. Not this morning. None of the pumps are working. It is, and right now it's super slow for this time of morning. Like all these fuel islands should have 3 trucks lined up behind them, but not today. Yeah, all these fuel islands would have, any other time of day would have, like, all of them would be full. And even on the car side, Honey Bear! She's back there behind me. Okay, I'll see you later. On the car side, this is 6 o'clock in the morning, mind you, on a Monday morning. They have no revenue coming into this store at all, which is sad. But I mean, that's one of the signs of a bad economy. You can't find good help no more. You want to hire people for the cheap prices, this is what you get. But I didn't come on here to talk about politics. We had a great night yesterday in Indiana. We got to the truck stop yesterday about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Honey Bear! And we got up this morning. It was like, I want to say we started driving around 2 o'clock this morning. Got here to Richmond, Indiana, basically the border of Indiana and Ohio. Stop! Come here! Indiana and Ohio. We got to drive about 5 more hours today. We'll be somewhere near the Ohio-Pennsylvania border, if not in Pennsylvania, depending on traffic. But yeah, today's Monday the 14th, and they have no fuel at the fuel islands. And the people inside, they don't know what's going on either. Interstate 70, and it is construction. We're right at the border of Ohio and Indiana. We probably have like maybe 5 more miles before we get to Ohio. But I thought I'd just capture some moments before the sun comes up, the sunrise. This little intermediary moment. I don't even think that's a word. Intermediate is a word, but intermediary, I don't know if it is a word. I don't even know if I pronounced it right. This trip going to the Bronx has been very relaxing. Very relaxing. For one, I did all the hard work picking the trailer up. That was the hardest day of the whole trip. It seemed like forever to get to Guyman, Oklahoma and get the trailer. And it was a long day. I started the trip on Friday. I started from Plainview, Texas. And I drove from Plainview to from Plainview, Texas to Guyman, Oklahoma is about 200 miles. But on top of that, I had a tooth infection, so I was kind of not feeling 100%, but I was still like pressing my way, moving forward, not making any excuses. And I told the company that I had a tooth infection, that I need to schedule a dentist appointment, which I'm going to do today. I'm going to have to schedule an appointment to go to Mint Dentistry or some dentist office before the end of this month and get that tooth looked at. Probably going to have to get it extracted because I don't have, it's not a lot of tooth left, but the nerve is exposed, so I have to try to see about getting that taken care of. But a good note on a good note to that situation, the company has a physician, and they had a prescription for amoxicillin, which deals with tooth infection. They had that wired. They had the prescription wired to the Walmart in Plainview, Texas, for me on Friday, and I had told them Friday morning that I was having some tooth problems. Then I called him and I said, hey, do you think that you could have a doctor write me a prescription for amoxicillin and get it sent to a Walmart where I'll be at? And he was like, no, I don't think we have a doctor that we can do that. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, I had been taking extra strength Tylenol, and that had been pretty much getting the job done. But then like an hour later, he called me and was like, hey, Orlando, I've just thought about this, man. I have a friend, and he's a doctor, and I'm gonna call him up. So he called him up, and like 30 minutes later, he had the prescription wired to the Walmart in Plainview. So I got some amoxicillin. I got like 30 days, or I got like 10 days worth of pills, which is 30 pills, and so I've been taking that for the last 2 days. That's really been helping out a lot. But that Friday was really rough. It was really rough because I had a tooth infection. I had drove all day Thursday and woke up Friday morning. I missed my appointment for delivery. I overslept, probably because my toothache kept me up all night. And then when I did fall asleep, I just overslept. But the rest of this trip has been very, very relaxing. I haven't had any issues with dealing with, aggressive drivers or truck issues or anything of the sort. I've been driving early in the morning, so the morning time seems to be less traffic, and it's just a way more relaxing drive. And I'm usually done by like 12 o'clock. Like yesterday, I got done at like 2 o'clock, I think. I got done at 2 o'clock yesterday. And then today I'll be done by like, I don't know, probably like 11 o'clock. So it's been really good. It's been really good. We got to be in the Bronx tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Once we get done driving today, we'll probably drive 5 hours, which is about 300 or so miles. We got 670 miles up at the top left-hand corner left on the trip, which is about 11 hours and 15 minutes. So we'll drive another 5 hours today, which will be like 310. So that'll knock what I got to do tomorrow down to about 350, which isn't bad. 350 isn't bad for an early morning drive shift. I can do that. I can drive straight there. Won't make a stop. I'll just make sure I use the restroom before I get started driving. And then we'll be there. I'm gonna definitely try to take some footage of me going over the George Washington Bridge, driving in that first little section of New York City, coming over the bridge from New Jersey. Oh, I've never gotten any footage of Jersey either. I don't think I've ever videotaped myself driving in New Jersey. So I'll try to, if the light permits, I'll try to get some good footage of New Jersey Turnpike and going over the George Washington Bridge. But we'll talk at you later. We're in Ohio now. Ohio is beautiful. It's kind of like it's just like Illinois and Indiana, though. It's just a lot of open skies, a lot of fields. Until you get to the city, the next major city we're gonna come across is Columbus, Ohio. I'll try to pick up the video when I get there, but usually it's kind of hectic and the people drive very, very aggressive. So if it's a safe thing, I can do it, but if it's not safe, I probably won't do it. But either way, we'll get back at you. That sign said Columbus, 27 miles. And the GPS says we got 22 miles before we make our next change in direction, which will be in Columbus, Ohio. We'll be going instead of going straight through Columbus like it says, we'll go around the circle. That first part of the circle will go up and around and then connect to Interstate 71. But man, it's been raining and it's been overcast and dreary since the sun came up. And thought it was going to be a nice pretty day because it was nice this morning, but the clouds said they gotta water the fields out here, and these fields out here need to be watered. So that rain, it's gonna rain a couple hours at least, just to make sure these crops come up. And we got a good harvest coming in. It's all fields until you get to like Columbus and then Cleveland and Youngstown and Lodi. It's basically just like this right now. And but the interstates in Ohio are maintained very well. These interstates in Ohio are some of the nicest interstates to drive on. They're fast, but they're nice. It's a very relaxing. That's the word for this trip, relaxing. And anything that is not relaxing or peaceful, I'm pushing it away from me, and I'm only speaking relaxing and enjoyable and comfortable and peaceful. That's what I'm focused on today. And this trip is going to be a peaceful trip. That's Ohio State agricultural field over there. But yeah, this trip, the key word for this trip is peaceful and relaxing. That's my mindset. My mind frame is to be at peace with myself, with my creator, and with my fellow human beings, is to be at peace. If anything disrupts that peace, I need to check myself. Because I'm the one that can make my day peaceful or unpeaceful, or chaotic, or stressful, or hectic. And those are the things I don't want. I don't want it to be hectic, confusing, stressful, chaotic. I'm on this last little inch of this cigar. The cigar has been really helpful this morning. I think it's out. But anyway, it's been really helpful. Yeah, it's out. This is another Cuban round, Robusto, taste of Havana. This is just a great cigar. It's a Honey Nut Cheerio in a cigar. If I could put a perfect description about Cuban round cigars, it's a Honey Nut Cheerio. And I had Honey Nut Cheerios for breakfast this morning. And Honey Nut Cheerios and milk, so tasty, so tasty. I love cereal. I was just talking with Marianne the other day about eating a big bowl of cereal and watching some cartoons. that would be. I would be in heaven if I could watch some cartoons. And Marianne actually gave me her password to her streaming service, and so I can watch cartoons whenever I get a chance now. But yeah, it's been a great trip. Great trip. 42-year-old grown man eating cereal and watching cartoons. That's a sight. That's a sight right there. But I guess that's just the inner child in me. I had some good memories as a child, so everything was not all bad as a kid. I had some very good memories as a kid. Always had color TV. Always had cable. Always had. If I didn't have a sugary cereal, there was always some Cheerios, and I could just put some syrup, put some sugar with the milk, and make the milk sweet. So it was all good, man. It was all good. It was all good. And yeah. No matter how old I get, I'll still want to watch some cartoons somewhere. I was thinking about some of the cartoons that come on Nickelodeon, Foster's Imaginary Home of Friends, Dexter's Lab, Jimmy Neutron, Thundercats, Voltron, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh man, I can name a list of cartoons and just take me back to some good days, man. Spider-Man, X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men on Fox, man. That X-Men was a joint, man. Watch some X-Men and Wolverine and Cyclops, Jean Grey and Storm and Colossus, Juggernaut, Magneto, Ninja Turtles, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo, Master Splinter, Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady as the henchmen, the Foot Soldiers, the Foot Clan Soldiers. Oh man, I'm telling you, man, I could watch me some cartoons today. Today would be a perfect day to just eat cereal all day and watch a marathon of cartoons, man. Put on the Cartoon Network, watch some Johnny Quest and Scooby-Doo, the Jetsons. Oh my goodness, man! You talk about I wouldn't be good for nothing else that whole day, man. My dad, when he got cable in his apartment, he had the Cartoon Network. I don't think we had the Cartoon Network at Mama's house, but man, I used to love going over to his house, and man, he would have the Cartoon Network. It'd be so many cartoons. I used to watch Johnny Quest. First time ever watching Johnny Quest was over at his house. A lot of other cartoons used to come on the Cartoon Network. Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't know. Also, a lot of cartoons, man. I can't name them all, but man, yeah, I love cartoons. It was just so fun, so neat to watch animation come to life. That's a work of art. That's a work of art. People who can do animation, they draw, and then they can put that stuff in sequence and make it. Oh man, Fantasia, the Disney's Fantasia, the story of the Sword in the Stone, about the young King Arthur and Merlin. Oh my God, man, that's a great animation. What's another one? Toy Story. I love Toy Story. Pixar, anything Toy Story. Monsters Inc. That's CGI though. That's computer generated image with Pixar. That's basically computer generated animation. But before then, with the old hand drawn movies, the Goofy movie. Oh my God, the Goofy movie came out in 96 or 95. Classic. The Goofy movie, man. You can't tell me there wasn't a better movie. Even adults watched the Goofy movie because it intersected on all levels. Like, people that were older and a generation or so older than me, they knew who Goofy was. But then my generation, we wanted the cool, in-style, trendy, you know, we like Max, you know, Goofy's son. And so it was a perfect blend of old and young. So it was great. And Honey Bear looking at me like, what the heck is going on with this Goofy guy? It's all good, man. It's a great day, man. Great day, great day. Weather is perfect too. I like it when it's like this. This is like, when it's like this, rainy days, it brings out a lot of creativity. You have to be creative because the sun isn't out, so you have to find things to occupy your time because you can't, you know, you can't go outside. You know, as a kid, when it would rain, you would have to do arts and crafts. Or you have to come up with little indoor games, duck goose, or something, you know, that will make you pass the time. But let me get off this phone, man. I'm talking way too much. Please envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds and the bees. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? Honey bear, talking about baby girl. I don't need no money, fortune or fame. I've got all the riches one man can claim. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about honey bear, yeah. It's the po-po, it's a little po-po. When your daddy sing, you be sleepy. You say, Daddy, you be put me to sleep when you sing. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? Honey bear. Oh, now you up. Now you up. Oh, now you up. We coming up on Cleveland. We still in Ohio. We are on Interstate 76 East. We got about 4 miles till we get on Interstates. Well, we're on Interstate. We're on Interstate 76, but 76 takes us around Cleveland, and then we'll go into Interstate 80, which will take us into Pennsylvania. So it's not raining anymore. The road is dry and the sky's pretty clear. But it's still a good day. It's still a good day. Y'all have to excuse my smoke. I'm trying to be cool while I drive. I was like, that's too late for that. You can't be cool. You can't be cool. You cannot be cool, man. I know. Help me. I need help.